Okay, it is January 2017 now, and I've done an EDC video showing what I carry every day probably about a year ago. Some of that stuff's been updated, so I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of do a New Year's EDC video for you. So that's coming up next on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So I get a lot of questions about what I carry every day. Maybe do an EDC dump style video, whatever you want to call it. And I've done one a while back. Kind of made some adjustments to what I carry every day, but I have been carrying the same exact stuff I've got on me right now, probably at least for almost a year or so. What I thought I'd do, instead of me rambling on about it, I'll take you down the old stump top, show you what I'm talking about, and maybe go above and beyond what your standard everyday carry video would be, and talk a little bit about maybe a couple of other items, and we'll wrap this thing up. So let's take you down the old stump top, get to doing some of that EDC stuff. Okay, so here's everything that I carry pretty much every day. I have done reviews on almost everything here, I think, so I'll try to put links to that stuff below, but if not, anyway, here it is. So first of all, front pocket wallet here, my Vanquest Vault 2.0, RFID blocking, very lightweight wallet. Vanquest built gear, really tough stuff. Had this one for a couple years, absolutely still in great shape. I like it a lot. So that's my wallet. This is a Schrade, I think it's SC Pen B or black or something, just a Schrade Tactical Pen. I like this because it doesn't have a bunch of doodads. It's just a pen, top screws on. Doesn't look all crazy tactical. It's got a nice flat back if you do need to stab somebody with it, and it writes really good. So I always like to have a pen with me. And then also I carry my TC12, which is the Thrunite rechargeable, USB rechargeable version of the TN12. And I've been carrying this thing for, gosh, at least a year. I really like it because you can recharge it. I can plug it into my truck and just keep it charged up with a little USB charger, not have to worry about the batteries going dead or whatever. I use this a lot at work because it's just really bright and does a great job of shining. Then my other pocket, I've got my little Victorinox, just pocket, small, classic little pocket knife. I just use this, with a little knife on it, scissors or whatever. Actually, I probably use the toothpick as much as anything, but always in my pocket there. I always like a little mini Bic. I was carrying a clipper, but I kind of like the small size of this better. I just don't like a bunch of junk in my pockets. And then this is the Olight i3 EOS. I kind of swapped this out between this and a Thrunite TI3. This one's a little smaller. I just kind of got used to carrying it, and I really like it. I like to keep it as small as possible. so that's my other pocket. I've got my iPhone with this Seido cool camouflage case here. This is not a waterproof case. I've got a waterproof case that I use if I'm outdoors or whatever, also from the folks at Seido. Works great. I can tell you, I dropped my phone in the Chattahoochee River in the case, and went back and found it because it's bright yellow and it's still fine. So the waterproof case works good, but just keep this all the time, of course. And then generally my go-to everyday carry knife is the First Edge Auto version. It's the 1450, and I just like it because there you go. That's why I like it. And it's got an excellent edge on it. And I know there's been some talk about this knife on another channel about it trying to break down pallets and whatnot. I can tell you I've got this one and the serrated version, and I've literally cut drywall with it. I've used it at work. I've used this thing. It's not, and it cleans up really well, as you can see, because it's been through the ringer, man, and I haven't broken it. Now, I have not tried to break down any pallets with it, but I've used it, like I say, for cutting drywall. I'm a plumber. I use the thing, and it's held up fine. This Elmax steel is very good, and it's very handy to use when you're one-handed, you're trying to do something. You got something else in your other hand. So there's that. And then finally, is my Glock 43 with the Hawg holsters, the carbon fiber bling ulti-clip on it. Every day inside the waistband holster. That's pretty much, if I'm awake, that's on me. And that's all the stuff that I carry every single day of my life. And this has kind of been evolved over the last few years, but don't really think there's anything going to change here. Sometimes I carry a different knife because this is a pretty big knife, and if I'm depending on the pants I'm wearing, sometimes this is a little awkward to carry, but usually this is the one I have. This is what's in my pockets. Let me show you a couple more things that I consider them everyday carry because they're pretty much a part of my everyday life. Okay, if you were expecting my face, I'm sorry, although I doubt if anybody's disappointed in not having to look at my face for a minute. But I did want to show you, this is my Klik belt, tactical rigorous D-ring buckle style belt. And I got to say, most days this is the belt I wear. They actually have a little bit stiffer belt. That's a 2-ply tactical. And I really think it's a little stiffer than this one. This is 2-ply and it's very strong, and super strong as a matter of fact. This one's a little more flexible, and when I'm carrying the Glock 43, this is really all support I need. The other one is a little more support than this, so if you got a bigger firearm, you might want to think about that. But it just fits in here really well. I like the fact that it's got this this nice buckle on. It's got a D-ring if you need it, but it folds out of the way. Very comfortable belt. So this is, I kind of consider part of my EDC, because usually, unless I'm wearing dress pants or something, then this is the belt I wear. And then I forgot, I didn't want to take it off my belt. This is my Blue Force Gear 10-speed double mag pouch, and this is every day right here. And I've got it rubber bands here just so I can make it ride a little higher, because it doesn't, just to keep it a little more concealed. And that's just my own modification. But I really like these this magazine pouch, because it's just very flexible and it conforms to your body really well for a double magazine pouch. And I've got the mags with the +2 extenders on them, so that, I guess you could consider that EDC also. And finally, the last thing I want to show you is pretty much my EDC, EDW, everyday wear pants. And these are the True Spec 24/7 Ascents. And I like these Ascents because they have a couple features that the regular 24/7s don't have. First of all, I talked about the size of a knife in the pockets. These things have really wide knife pockets. I know that the other regular 24/7s, this knife really, well, it'll fit in the knife pocket, but it is very, very tight, very tight. And on the other side, got plenty of room for my flashlight, and actually I can stick my tactical pen in there also if I want to. Keep them both there. And then another thing I really like about these pants is right here on the side, it's got a nice little pocket that I can put my iPhone with the bigger waterproof case on it. Even like an OtterBox case, I think would about fit in there. So there's that. That's the 24/7 Ascent. So, and I don't wear these every day, but I wear them a lot. Chuck Norris can count to infinity twice. Okay, well that is pretty much my everyday everything that, whether it's carry or wear, that I have kind of settled on over the last several months. Obviously that is subject to change, but right now I think I'm pretty happy with this, and this is where I'm going to stay until something new comes along. So anyway, I had a lot of requests for this. I hope this has been helpful to you and interesting to you. As always, I'll put links to the individual video reviews of some of this stuff below, and links to Amazon where you can purchase it and support the channel if you choose to do so. If so, I really appreciate it. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends. Thank you so very much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really do appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. Where you can purchase it and support the channel if you would so choose to do. Probably my favorite, not probably, this is my favorite wallet I've ever owned.